Okay, and then the next house, which is our participation house. Now, as I explained earlier, this is the activity for people who want to use theatre and drama, but don't actually have an ambition to become a professional actor. So across Wales, we run youth theatres for young people between the ages of 14 and 25, some of whom then become academy actors. We also run community theatres. This is an inclusive groups where people with and without disabilities meet together on a weekly basis, and each year we make Christmas shows and summer shows, which are always very, very popular with the audiences. We also run community music projects. So we have a punk band called Vaguely Artistic, who perform at gigs at festivals, and they write all their own music. And we also have 3 adult drama classes that we call drama foundations. And these are for adults with more complex disabilities to increase confidence, self-esteem, communication, and working together as a team. These are very, very important activities for building up a network. So anybody who belongs to either a youth theatre or community group or the drama foundation call themselves that they're part of the, what we call in Welsh, the teulu, the family, the Hijinx family. So we actually engage with about 300 people across the country in a range of different activities. Then we have a jobs house. So our actors are all on a new website. So if you'd like to take out your phones now, have you got your phones? Have you got Wi-Fi? And using your phone app, you could take a picture of the QR code, or in your browser, you can put in hijinxactors.co.uk. Okay, good. So this will take you onto the only casting site in the world which is designed exclusively for neurodivergent professional actors. On this site, there are 70 actors, and you can see some of the profiles. Now, if you look at that site, you can make some choices. It'll ask you for gender. So you can put in, let's say, put in male or female. It will ask you about age and some choices. So you could put in playing age 24 to 35. You could put in impairment or disability. You can say, I'm a film director. I'm really looking for a female with Down syndrome with the age of about 25. And probably about 8 or 10 actors will come up on that site. And one of them will be Sian. And if you look at Sian, you'll see a photograph of her, but then you'll also see a gallery of pictures below. And also you can click on a film and you will have a short video where Sian will introduce herself. And she'll say, hello, my name is Sian, I'm 26, I speak Welsh and English, I can't read very well, but I can learn scripts, I can't travel independently, but I have had experience doing this, this, and this. So Sian, when she joined Hijinx 3 years ago, in the first time she came, she just sat on the floor and she just cried. And then she wet herself. And we said, oh, Sian, maybe you're not ready for this. And she said, no, I want to stay at Hijinx. I want to come to Hijinx. So we said, okay, we'll give you 1 month and we'll see how you get on. And she worked very, very hard. And she matured in that time and became very professional in her behavior. And she now plays a leading role in a Welsh soap opera. So every week you can see her on the television, and she's become a very important character. She's also appeared in our own shows as well. Here's another one. This is Richard. Richard, those of you who come to see Meet Fred, and I would really, really recommend that you do see it. Richard has toured the world with Meet Fred. Before he came to Hijinx, he didn't have a passport, and now he has travelled all the way across the world. He's also made a online TV series, and is now actually employed by Hijinx as a member of staff. When he came to us, he was very depressed. He now has his own flat, and on the 1st of September, he's getting married. And Hijinx has given him all these opportunities, his confidence, his sense of self-worth. You know, he now has a bank account, and he now has, you know, a very happy future ahead of him. Will came to us at the age of 24. He couldn't be left in the room without a carer because he was so violent. He is now one of our finest actors and has just been cast. He was being cast in a touring show of a John Steinbeck play called Of Mice and Men. So there's Will in his first professional role as an actor. He now needs no care. He has all his aggression has gone, and he's very, very passionate about being an actor. This is Kerry on set in the television, in the television studio. This is another film project as part of a workshop that we did in a film studio. This here is Kirsty. Kirsty has been working with the police to make a film, helping the police to understand how best to communicate with people with Down syndrome. About 60% of our actors have also been paid as professional role play artists. So in this case, they train doctors on how to improve their communication. So for example, in this particular case, Geraint goes to the doctor and he says, "Doctor, my heart is beating very fast and I'm having headaches." And the doctor has a chance to give a consultation. We film this, and then Geraint will give feedback to the doctor and says, "When you talk to me, look at me in the eyes," or "You're using words I don't understand," or "You're speaking too quickly." you're asking me too many questions, or else, thank you, I really understood everything you said. And then we play the situation again, and the doctor has a chance to redo it and to practice in a safe place. The workshops that we have been doing with the National Health Service in the UK has become so important that it's now no doctor in Wales can become a doctor until they have undertaken role play training with Hijinx. So we now work with what's called the General Medical Council to do this work. It's great for us because each of the actors, when they do this role play, they are paid a fee. Hijinx are paid a facilitation fee to prepare the actors, and the doctors get training. So it's win-win. And we also work with the same thing with lawyers. So we have made a film here with lawyers to help them with the new laws about discriminating against people with disabilities. We work with engineers who often have to deal with vulnerable people, either on the phone or face-to-face. And we've been working with airports, with security staff, to help them to better communicate, particularly with people with autism who become very anxious during that difficult time when you go through security to be searched. And then finally, we run a festival. And we run this festival biannually. And I've got a short film which demonstrates the kind of thing that happens at the festival. And what next? Well, the festival in 2019 is actually going to be about the moon landing, and it's going to have a cast of 300 people, and it's commemorating 50 years since the first landing on the moon, but it's going to be a very hijinks take on that historical event, whereby the astronauts we're going to have 70 astronauts, all with a learning disability, and they are asking the audience to look at the world through the visor, through the helmet. We're also doing international work in China, so we're working with China at the moment, who are wanting to replicate the academies. So we're helping them at the moment to set up academies in Shanghai. We're also working with them to create a Chinese version of Meet Fred. These are some of the workshops that we've been facilitating them. So we've been teaching them the skills that we've learned. We're doing something very similar in Singapore with a community group who want to professionalize their organization and to have academies, full-time academies, as we do in Wales. And we have a project that we're running at the moment in Africa, where we're working with children with disabilities in villages in Lesotho, where people with disabilities live completely in isolation. They're not allowed to live in towns. They live in communities outside, and we're making work with them that we tour around the country. And that's it. So thank you very much indeed.